I am going to start this video by apologizing for all the noise. I don't know if you could hear that, but there has been landscaping and there has been, I guess, a construction or a renovation project somewhere. I'm not exactly sure, but it's created a hell of a racket. And it's rather noisy, so I'm going to try to just get down into this. I did want to make one point before I begin. Yesterday I was on a rather new site that is, of course, free speech oriented, and I try to stick to those types of sites, and posted the video from yesterday, or at least the link to YouTube. I'm only on YouTube because I can reach a much larger audience this way. And there was a comment which was, are we to allow evil on this site? Here we go. So perhaps I should explain just a little something very quickly. When it comes to these sites that say they respect the First Amendment to the Constitution of the United States, allow me to just kind of briefly tell you what that First Amendment is. That First Amendment means I have the right to speak whatever thoughts are on my mind, to publish them in either print or screen or video, for that matter. I also have the right to practice whatever religion I choose freely, openly, I'm able to openly display it. And then, on top of that, I have the right to petition, to peaceably assemble with you and many others, and petition government for redress of grievances. Now, that can mean everything from local to federal. Unfortunately, you find out who's actually behind this First Amendment when someone like me pops up. Because I don't really say anything I think is controversial. I haven't said anything very controversial before in this video. However, doing tarot to this guy was controversial, and he sees it as propagating evil, and then he called me a worm. Well, obviously, I know the concern with free speech sites is, well, there are white supremacists who hang out there. Okay, but guess what? You get to hang out there too, and you get to take them down. Unfortunately, some people are not interested in some discourse, and I'm going to put my personal policy out there amidst all this noise. Damn it. I really wish they had picked any other day but today. Saturday. Saturday would have been fine. Thanks, guys. Jerks. Anyway, my personal policy will be that I will not give any more recognition to any shade thrown from a tree which does not bear fruit. Let's get into this. So, just the same as yesterday, we're doing mind, body, and body, mind, and soul. And I'm going to say this: the footage that you see during the intro and outro speak very much to those three things. That's why I do this, because I got that footage from a 10-mile hike I did. Mind and spirit were like, let's get out there, let's get into the dirt, let's go into nature and go wild and free. And I was like, yes. Then what happened? The next day my body said, you moron, you cannot do that. You are no longer in your 20s or your teens. What is wrong with you? So again, we have to put all three into service for us, do we not? Okay, so starting out, we have an 8 of Wands. I don't know why my cards seem to be getting reversed here. Perhaps it was the way they were shuffled. I'm not sure. I thought I had shuffled them properly. So any cards that come up reversed, I'm just going to turn them around. That 8 of Wands, or 6 of Wands, I'm sorry. 6 of Wands is a great card. We also have Justice, and we have a 3 of Cups. That's looking pretty good for a Tuesday, in my personal opinion. With the 6 of Wands, I've seen that before, and that was a very good sign. Crap! There was something I forgot today. Had to run and grab a little something that I'd forgotten to grab before. Just gonna. All right. So the 6 of Wands is, of course, today is going. It looks like for the body, it's a day of victory, achievement, and pride. You can tell by this guy. He's sitting on his camel. He's wreathed. He's got all 6 of those wands, and they're glowing. They're ready. You know, he may be in the desert, but he's got an oasis. And I think that's what stands out most to me. We may be kind of in a desert of something in our lives that's lacking. We may be lacking in a lot of areas, but today is a day to really count your blessings, because those blessings are going to come in very, very useful. Now, of course, when it comes to the Justice card, that's for our mind. Honestly, I think that card kind of speaks for itself. But there is some cause and effect. Sometimes that desert we're in tends to cause our minds to go, man, why can something not come so easily to me? It comes so easy for everyone else, and it can kind of cause that victim mentality. But when you're looking at your blessings, you're like, man, I cannot believe, out of all the stuff I don't have, this is what I do have, and that's what matters most, because I can use this, I can build on this, and that's what we're looking for. We're looking to build on something. And you can't do that if you're just looking at the wasteland. If you're looking at the foundation upon which you're going to build, you have everything. You have everything you need. You have more than you know. That's what's most important. And when you have that, you can start to build. And of course, the 3 of Cups for our spirit, that's going to be a celebration. I do see a lot of victory in the tarot here. However, it is going to take work. It's going to take the right mentality. And it's going to take you not playing victim. Okay, so that's going to be the message I'm getting from just the tarot cards. Don't start playing the victim. It's not going to help you. Okay, so mind, body, and spirit. By the way, I'm using Starseed Oracle today. Rebecca Campbell's book, Letters to a Starseed, just dropped today. Do I recommend it? Well, I did pre-order a copy. I pre-ordered a Kindle copy. I will probably get a hard copy later on, because apparently you can use the book. You can use Letters to a Starseed as an oracle by opening up to a random page and just seeing if there's a message you can get from it. I would like to incorporate that, so I do recommend it. I have loved this deck. I also have the Work Your Light deck, which I'm going to be kind of getting used to, kind of getting to know and dedicating and stuff like that. It takes a little time for me. So, mind, body, and spirit. There we go with that Forge Don't Follow card again. We got an Earth pulsing, and we have Weight of the World. Okay. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, because we are having such victory here, but let me put something in front of all of you. Yesterday, that Forge Don't Follow card came up, and I was on I had a break at work, and I went on Twitter and I had a look, and Brian from Fixed Air Moon again, he's like, Fords don't follow that. I mean, really fixated on that card. There's a reason that he fixated on that card. There's a reason this card keeps coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, our souls are trying to tell us something. Are we going to listen? I am. That's why I started this channel. You know, at Brian's encouragement, of course. He's been a big backer. So thank you, bro. Love you to death. But the most important thing is Pulse of the Mother, this Earth Pulsing card. Take a breath. Not everything has to go 90 miles per hour. You don't have to live on all 8 cylinders popping at all times. Let me tell you something. Get out of the car occasionally. Get out of the car. Go take a walk. You'll start finding new things. You might have been down a stretch of road 100 times. You didn't know that bookstore was sitting right there. You must have passed it a dozen times, 1,000 times. But now that you're walking the sidewalks and you're meeting people, connecting, that bookstore's right there, and now you can find some wisdom somewhere in there. You know, just go in and have a look. Talk with the people working there. See what comes up. Weight of the World. This is the one that pops up in that gospel song, one of which I appreciate, comes up into my head. Since I laid my burdens down. I don't need the book for this, okay? It's telling you exactly that which you need to hear. And I'm sorry the focus is out, but anyway, it does say boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. I have had spreads where this very message has come up without this card. When this card comes up, it's time to listen. Let go of the guilt. Let go of all the crap. Drop it. If you're a Christian, give it to God. Give it back to God. It's His to worry about, not yours. Okay? Now, forgot to even pull a guide card to see from here. It is the 9 Worlds again. We're being guided by the 9 Worlds. The 9 Worlds just loves to talk to us, does it not? And do we need a reminder of what that said from last time? I think we probably do. It would do us some good. Everything is connected. The fate of one affects the fate of all. Unite for a cause. Darkness and light, good and evil, beginnings and endings, birth and death are all connected. We are never alone. The mighty ash holds all 9, and the weird it flows through. All ends, all beginnings, all thought. Each a place for someone. Sky, earth, trees, ice, fire, death, light, all united, all whole. Very self-explanatory, people. I mean, if you needed any more clear than that, I don't know how else to put it. I don't have those kinds of words. I'm sorry. Words on a shirt, maybe? I don't know. Okay, so, to the 9 Worlds, to all that connects us. What secrets do you have? Oh, Perkono again. Ooh, Hagalars. That's going to be some adversity, definitely. And of course, Kanaz. Sort of represented by a little fire there. Now, Perkono we know because that is the seedling that needs water, that needs nurturing and care. You probably need it as well. And that's for the body. So that's the quick and dirty explanation on that one. Hagalars is a destructive element. But you're coming to a period of restrictions. Just be wary. Don't extend your energies too much. Certain current difficulties may require major change, but this too will pass. Hardship will be endured. Resilience is necessary. You can learn from the current situation. You are being distracted by drama. So don't let it distract you. focus on what matters. Remember, right here, we got what matters. Nothing else does. The desert does not matter. You're gonna have to slow down. Okay? Slow your thoughts. Your mind doesn't have to go at 1,000,000 miles an hour. You'll be able to, drop this spiritual guilt, people. Let it go. You'll be able to forge your own path. You will be a success. And here we go. This is the most important message. I'm going to say Campbell's the rune is the most important message you will get today. Okay? The forge don't follow thing, we've been hammering that. That is important. Lay your burdens down. We've been following that. We're going to be facing some adversity this week. Today may be one of those really, rough days. But here it is. The way forward is illuminated. Be the change you wish to see. Don't just talk. Embody your message to the world. No one can know everything, so learn from trusted others or elders. By illuminating our shadows, we understand ourselves and our behaviors more deeply. The way the craftsman runs his hands over the wood and knows what is already within it. As the creation floats to the surface, lit from within, the knowledge of both appears, obvious for those that would see. I am Campbell's. Okay, final point here. There's, if none of you have ever seen Rambo 3, some of you may be a little too young to remember it. Rambo is in Thailand. He's fighting. He's in stick fights for money. He's prize fighting, basically. And then he goes back to this Buddhist monastery where he gives them the money and then he helps them fix things. It's a quiet, peaceful existence. He happens to like it. His commanding officer comes to him, tells him about a job. He's like, not for me. I mean, the guy's already been through like Vietnam. If you've seen the first two, you know what this guy's been through. He's like, that's not for me. I'm gonna do it. And his CEO asks him, when will you come full circle? And he's like, what? And he said there was a sculptor. The sculptor had a very large stone that was hauled back to where he worked. This sculptor spent years chipping away at it, shaping it, doing everything he could to it, until he presented this beautiful sculpture, and everyone loved it. And they said, how did you do that? And he said, it was always there. I just cleared away the rough edges. That's what's going on with you. That's why Campbell's is so important. Right now, the rough edges are being cleared away from you. They're being cleared away from me. They're being cleared away from us. I'm interested to see what the final product is. Aren't you? That will do it. That will close it out for us. Again, my apologies for the noise. Definitely had no control over that. I love you guys. I mean that. So, as always, remember, shine on.